What's good, everyone? Welcome to the very first AVA Conversations. My name is Ernest, and if you haven't heard about AVA, there's a platform that is created to share ideas, connecting creatives, sharing stories, building a stronger creative ecosystem, and not just in Botswana but across Africa and beyond. So one thing I've learned is that there are so many talented people right here in BW, and they don't always get to share their stories. So this platform, this stage right here, is it's me giving them a space to share those stories and tell us before what happens before the end product and what's the journey behind it. So you'll see a lot of conversations between creatives, entrepreneurs, and people who are creating a lot of interesting things. And I couldn't think of a better person to kick things off with than Lucas Chuubs. Bro, thank you for taking the time to be here. I'm excited to have this conversation with you. Um, how are you, bro? I mean, I know I've asked this question before, but how are you? I can't hear you this side. Yeah, I think it's mute. Yeah,
Shit, my bad. I didn't. I was saying, can you hear me?
yeah, you're good. Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying. Yep, I'm good. Thank you for having me. It's just it's always just kind of a hectic time or a busy, a busy time really always, cause always chasing your dream and always just having to keep up with life and just whatever it is that I be going through is just I'm always working. I'm always actively working on something.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that I got to give this some time, and then we just have to see how far we take it.
Yeah.
The important thing that is that we started.
Yeah, that's amazing, man. First of
Yeah.
all, I'd like to point out that this is not just it's not an interview. It's a conversation between me and you. As much as it's for the audience, it's also for me. I mean, you're someone who has created a lot of great music in the industry, done a lot of things that a lot of creatives who are just starting up right now would wish to see themselves in those positions. So
Yeah.
yeah, before we get too deep into things, I'd like to you to just truly introduce yourself to someone who's seeing you for the first time. Who is Lucas? Is that really your full name, Lucas Chubbs, or how did that come to be, and how did you get into the music industry?
Uh, well, yeah, I go by the name Lucas Chubbs. Lucas is my name. It's my middle name. Uh, yeah,
So
I'm
again,
an artist
Kahish, like
from.
that. Kahish is the first name.
Yeah, how do you know that?
Doing my stuff, yeah. But I kind of
Yeah,
picked it up from album, yeah. Kahish let Lucas out, I believe. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I kind of
yeah.
picked it
But
up from there.
that is my name. Yeah, I'm from not really a small town, but I'm from Silibi Peak. That's where I grew up. That's the one place that I really wholeheartedly like representing in Botswana, and
Mm,
it's where I spent most of my life. Where I've made uh, very much, unforgettable friends. Where I've been able to somewhat just kind of like learn or develop a lot of the stuff that I really like as a person. The kind of person I am as just as a day-to-day human being. You know, just me. I feel like I'm an amazing person as an individual. Liking wherever it is I'm liking. It's just that's just a part of life. You're not really gonna be 100% always within everything you do. But I'm somebody that's very much dedicated. I have a beautiful family that raised me out there. You know, a beautiful mom, fat siblings, all of that. And yeah, I started properly nurturing my talents or gifts as an artist when I got to Gaborone,
Mm.
starting out uh
I mean, yeah,
my, you know,
we'll get into you
yeah,
since outside I'm into Gaborone and going to these different places, but like you said,
yeah, so,
um, I'm very much interested into the first parts, like how you started and how that journey looked like. I mean, you already touched
yeah.
into your inspiration, your family being there by your side, and um, so just being in Celebrity PQA, what inspired your music really? What inspired the sound that you have in your music? Because your sound isn't really, I don't know. What genre would you specify your music as if you had to specify?
Uh, I say my music is mostly I usually just tap into all the genres. It's like whatever it is that I'm feeling, but
Mm,
it's mostly hip hop music, hip hop or R&B
yeah,
music,
yeah,
or an alternative or contemporary vibe of hip hop and R&B,
yeah,
or a fusion of both. So that's something that I grew up, especially R&B. That's music that I really grew up on.
yeah,
In terms of just like what I personally put myself on, and then when it comes to just like hip hop music, it's just something that in a way that I'd hear around people playing around me, or my brother's playing, and just like it's something that I gravitate towards because it's people telling their own stories, and you end up just falling in love with these people
facts.
being able to make you feel something. You get me? Just both hip hop and R&B, I feel like they're good genres that express how you're feeling, what you're going through, and yeah, just the sounds around that. Uh, yeah, that's where I fall mostly. And like you said, when it comes to me coming into music, it's just me. I've always been a talented kid growing up in people, and then when I got to the city, it was just me just shifting from mostly sports because what I did mostly as a kid was sports.
Mm-hmm.
Having played karate, uh, tennis, swimming, just a bunch of stuff. Like I was actively doing these things,
Oh, that's awesome.
and yeah, just a whole bunch of stuff. And eventually, when the one thing that I was always good at was either singing or dancing, and it was something that I hadn't nurtured or embraced when I got to let's say maybe high school, or and when I got to varsity, I was just I had to get back into it because that's the one thing that I always knew that what,
So
this is something
what's
that actually expresses me properly. So I gave that a
yeah?
chance.
So what's like
Mm.
your earliest memory of the first song you've ever wrote or had to record? Even if it's that's through your phone or you went to the studio, uh, you had some money packed down or some way, saved up some way, and you had to like go to the studio for the very first time.
I actually don't really remember because
Yeah.
I properly started making music in 2023, but I think around maybe 2020 or 2021, somewhere there. That's when but I think maybe 2021. That's when I properly started taking an interest because I've always been into poetry, and maybe 2019 going back, that's something that I always fully expressed. That was just like that was something that I was always into, just always writing
Mm-hmm.
poetry. I've always been a great dancer. Um, and then in terms of things like singing or rapping, those are things that I'd always just do when I'm chilling by myself, or the people around me will know that hey, this guy's crazy, he's good.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd always just keep it to myself. You get me? But I think there was just a shift for me around 2021, I was like, okay, I want to try this out. But I also just kind of noticed that I really didn't know what it is that I was trying to try out or
Facts.
give a chance. So I think I spent a year or two trying to make sure that I learned what I could make, what felt real to me. So usually I just make music to YouTube beats, and that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't know which song. There's a bunch of songs that I made. It was just literally just for games, just playing around, messing around, trying to learn. And I started out with Space Rover, trying to make sure that we learn the game. We focused on nurturing ourselves, just making sure that by the time we start asking for collabs or by the time we start actually saying, okay, let's take this seriously, let's make music, we know that we know what we're talking
Yeah,
about at
you know
least
your
or what
sound
it
pretty
is that
much.
we
Yeah.
want. Yeah, so but I think the earliest that I'm just cool with just taking back us to just say 2023.
Okay.
Songs like from my for one of my earliest projects, Carousel Free Lucas.
Mm.
I think that's when I started taking music seriously, just actually going forward with it for real. It's songs like Do You Love Yourself,
Yeah.
Family Matters. Just songs from that project. It was just me talking about my real life and
Was it because of the feedback that you got from your songs? I mean, do you love yourself? There's a track which
mm,
is which is loved by a lot of people. Even currently,
yeah, no,
people
true.
still play it. The visuals that you have for the track are amazing, and
Yeah.
yeah. So was it the feedback on the
Uh,
whole album?
I think maybe, but I was also very much because that time, as much as I released that project, it was at a time where, like, if you listen to it, and some people don't hear it, but a lot of people don't hear it actually.
Mm.
That's when we don't know how to record, we don't know how to mix and master, so we were just winging it. You get me?
Okay, sure.
Just experimenting, just trying to make sure that whatever ideas we had, we just put out, but also trying to be also still while still learning. It's just like it's a very experimental album, so the production is not really that great, but it still resonated with people. It sounds like you get to understand who Lucas was when he was starting out, and
Mm.
I'm able to perform the songs, or I'm able to touch on this and that, and it it sounds really great. I used to be very insecure about it because I was like, damn, bro, I'm far much, especially now. It's like I'm far much better than
But when you
how I
started,
was 2 3 years ago.
yeah.
Yeah, you feel me? Like I'm better than I was that time because literally that time I don't know how to do anything,
Mm.
but I still managed to make that project to just communicate or express what I was going through, and people loved it, which was I guess at the time a bit surprising, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna keep on going because I know I can get better.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
but
That's the craziest part about when you when you have something to tell, whatever medium it is, either if it's music, dance, visual arts, whatever it is. The very first steps that you take into expressing that art, they're not always comfortable, but you'll see the gradual, um, just the process building itself, and then that product just turning into something else that you never thought it would be. I mean, you've had some tracks. I believe you've had some tracks that you didn't think would turn to be hits or fan favorites, but when you finish
yeah,
the product, it's already out there. Everyone is blasting it in their speakers. Same as this platform as AVA Lite. Um, when I started, it wasn't something I thought I would want to expand it to be this big, because it was at first it was meant for me. I thought as we have spoken before, I'm a creative myself. Um, I've been writing for a long time, which at first I didn't know what it was, but it was something that felt natural and it just happened. You know, um,
yeah,
wherever I could write, either was on a phone, a book, a pad, whatever I could write on, I'll just write on. So
Mm.
When I started the platform, it was more of an algorithm-based thing. I was recognizing platforms such as YouTube and whatnot, and I just wanted inspiration from this from these platforms, and I couldn't just get enough of it. Yeah. So when I couldn't get that, I just thought, I could just build a space for myself where I would just get a lot of inspiration from great creatives who are creating something that if it aligns or if I could see the vision in their work, if I could see my vision in that work, it could be easier for me to execute on what I'm thinking about, whatever the idea may be. So, like I said, man, it goes back to the point where where I tend to think about the process behind the work that you do, the creative work that you do. Because right now, as I'm a year down the line with the platform, and I've built a structure on how to carry out the platform, on what to do with the platform. I've sort of become an entrepreneur in a sense, but I've never seen myself as one. But yet here I am. So
That's
how has
beautiful.
that influenced your creative process from being able to record through just YouTube beats and just doing it with your friends, as you've mentioned, Space Rover? It's actually interesting that you've been working with Space Rover for such a long time. I mean, so yeah, based on that, how just talk on that for me, please.
It's a beautiful experience, dog. Personally, I'm somebody like obviously I have artists that inspire me and everything, but I'm very much somebody that's inspired by everybody still, like beyond specific, you know, specific people within the department that I operate in.
Mm,
Um, I'm inspired by people in life in general. Like right now, for a long time now, for the most part, I only make music or yeah, I only make music about my real life. You get me?
I get you.
Uh, like anything that you hear, especially like you see this year for me is super personal because I really want people to really, really connect with me. Like I've been on some projects or who have worked with other old friends or whatever, and I'll just call any of my other collaborators. It would be like there'll be times where like I'd freestyle or I'd just make a song just to make a song just because we're having fun and it's cool and there's not too much thought put into it. And then some songs for sure, uh, like I really do put thought into it. Like I could literally just be talking to you, me just talking to you and seeing you push your own dreams. Like that inspires me. That could inspire me, or that it does inspire me. Seeing another person just come through and just win at athletics or win at the academia or win in just anything that's just that they're passionate about.
Totally, yeah.
I look at things like that, yeah, like real life struggles. Or, but I think most of all, like I think the three to five things kind of inspire me. Like people, well, mostly love is like the biggest thing that inspires me. Like a lot of my music, even if it's not about romantic relationships, whatever, like I always find a way to twist something into like a love situation or whatever, because I just love
Yeah.
perseverance through challenges, uh, encouraging people, and to just and also just encouraging music itself, uh, and just believing in oneself. So there's more to it, but things like that. Anytime I look at people who believe in themselves and just operate in such a manner, whether it's like they're winning at love or they have troubles at love or they're persevering or losing, they're very encouraging or they're motivating, or it's just people just being having the capability to just always just get back up,
Yeah.
you know,
Having that
stand
willpower,
for
just yeah.
themselves, and yeah, it's always gonna be inspiring. So I try my best to keep myself around that. And this year, like I said, is super personal for me because after a very long time, I used to collaborate a lot with my friends, but this year is I'm mostly really trying to focus on me going forward. Still very much inspired by people, still very much want to work with people, but in a different way. I do want to show the world who Lucas Chuubs really is, and there's never been a better time to do it right now than to do it right now.
Yeah, that's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, I'm just focused on the emotion that this conversation is spiking, and like you said, that on itself can tend to be the inspiration into whatever song that you want to write. I mean,
Yeah, our people are great, bro. You're great in your own way,
mm,
and you should stand firm on that and just. I think the best way to win at anything really is to have an understanding of self, like being aware when you're losing, when you're winning, when even when you just fall astray, when you just lost. There's like you'll always find yourself because you have a great sense of understanding of who you are and where you're from.
yeah,
So when people try to shake you, or when things are not working out, or when things are slow, and you know that God got you, like it's easy to find that balance and be like, you know what, I'm gonna keep pushing, or I'll start, or I'll continue.
yeah,
Yeah. So I think that's something that really keeps me going. At my best and at my lowest, at my worst, I know what hey bro, I'm a cool ass young brother. You feel me?
mm,
So and I know I make great music. It's like I could tell you, let me play this for you, but it's not. It would never come from a place of, do you think this is good? Like I don't believe in myself. It's just me like, hey, listen to this. If you like it, you like it. If you have something to say, you have something to say.
mm,
But I know when I release a song or make a song, I know it's crazy. I know when I get on stage, especially now, me as a performer, because one of my main goals as an artist is to become one of the best international acts in the world, and to just be the best performer in Botswana for sure. I don't want that to be a debate.
facts.
Uh, I want to get on stage, and then when people hear Lucas Chuubs is on stage, I need them to know what that means. You get
Yeah,
me?
you need that to stick on their brain, like, for a long
Yeah,
time.
like, hey, bro, when this brother pulls up on stage, it's something different. It's not a brother just going on stage saying, yo, no,
Nah,
like
it happens. It
there's a
actually
lot,
happens.
yeah, there's a lot happening there. That brother gonna come through dancing.
Yeah,
Brother gonna come through singing, rapping. That brother's gonna come through crazy fashion. He gonna come through, as people love to say now, aura, everything. You feel me?
facts, facts.
So even with you, whatever you're pushing, firmly stand on those things. Have an understanding of self.
Yeah. Now that's the thing, bro, about you. I think that has made me um, feel feel as if it would be easier for me to work with you, and for you to just jump on this conversation with me. It's a testament to that. I mean, for everyone who's watching, don't let this fly over your head. I mean, this man has just said some gems right now because being having that identity before you step into almost any industry will take you way further than anything could ever take you. So I don't know. I want you to touch on a few things basically about how you see Lucas Reps on the BW scene. I mean,
How I?
how you see Lucas Chuubs on the BW scene. I don't know why I say Lucas Reps.
Uh,
Because I mean a lot of creators that I've seen coming up right now, a lot of artists that I'm seeing coming up right now in BW who are doing hip hop and R&B and such,
mm,
trap. Um, they kind of have a hard time finding their audience in BW
more.
if they are not based in in like Gaborone or the city or in Ghetto or whatnot. But if they're in a different place, it's kind of like it takes a long time for them to actually experience that audience and get that feedback.
Uh, yeah, I get
Yeah.
you. Me personally, if somebody asks me who Lucas Chuubs is, he's a man with a plan. He's a man figuring it out. You get me? As an artist, actively too. Like he's an exceptional artist, and in terms of just me and the local scene, it's dog, I'm an exceptional artist. Anybody that knows of me, that sees me do my thing, respects it. Whether they want to be a part of it or not, or whether they hate it or not, like I don't think there's anybody that's able to do what I can do. It's at least not yet. Or even if they do something that's similar to me, it's like there's an understanding that I'm different in my own way and that I'm really amazing at what I do. So in terms of like my place or where I am right now, it's something that I've never looked at because Botswana works in like a reverse way from other industries, compared to like yeah other industries outside of Botswana and other countries. But in terms of just, I'm still at a very a developing phase.
Yeah.
Like I'm really just a developing artist that's doing amazingly well. Like right now, besides trying to wait for somebody to discover me or help me, whatever, I'm somebody that's leveraging his own, like his place as somebody you can either bet on or invest in or assist, whatever it is. You hear me? Like I'm a developing artist that's doing really amazingly well. Like any performance that I've done this year has been crazy, and I don't mean just because the places were packed or whatever, but the performances themselves are performances that like what they've
Yeah, immaculate themselves.
like
Yeah.
that yeah very much immaculate, but like uh shows that you would pay for. You get me?
Facts, facts.
Like if right now, if I said, especially let's say my last two shows, uh, if you had heard that, oh, okay, now to go to the show is 200 bula or 300 bula, a single ticket, and then you got to go to the show, you would have been proud to see what happened because I put a lot of creativity in my performances. Because for me, it's not just about coming through and singing a song, but it's just genuinely about giving you a show.
Facts.
You get me? Amazing you and just making sure that you get what it is. And I'm even applying that to my new music because I'm working on, I think through the rest of the year, I'll be working on releasing singles and, appearing in features. I just want to be smart with my collaborations, but I'm mostly focused on branding, really.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm everywhere I'm gonna place myself. I want to do it in a very creative, impactful, and significant way.
No, that's
So
cool.
Lucas Chuubs is in this scene. He's a developing artist that's doing exceptionally well, and in no time for real. Like I said, I'm already traveling around. I'm already doing a lot of stuff, and yeah, I'm just really looking forward to what's next myself with all the things that I have planned
Nah,
and
totally.
the great surprises that are gonna be brought through by either God or or people that are just taking an interest in me.
Okay. Now I can totally attest to the fact that to everything that you said. But the first part being your performances, man. I haven't seen your performances live, but from what I've seen from your socials, um, the team that you have around with you to not only set up the whole thing, but the dances that you have too. I believe what's the group called again? The dance group.
What?
What's the dance group? What's the name of the dance group that you usually have you have performing with? is it like
Uh,
a soul group or in itself or?
no, there's no. I've performed with a bunch of people, and some of them are part of dance groups, but
Okay.
there's no actual, there's no actual group that one actual group that I'd say is dancers for Lucas or as part of Lucas team. But
Okay.
I'll name a few. There's the recent one that I worked with is called the
Okay.
Vipers,
The Vipers. Yeah.
the amazing young group of girls, and I hope they continue that because they want to make that a legacy thing, and I'm really wishing them the best. Like it was founded by these three girls called Lite,
Yeah.
Kato, and Zanele, and I think right now they're handing it off to their juniors, true leader, which is gonna be like two leaders called AT and Jojo. And I hope it just keeps going, that they keep the ball rolling,
Okay.
and in the best way possible. That's one group I really wanna, if it works, if they allow it, if I have time, if it aligns, like that's one group I really wanna help to take it all the way to the top. You feel me? The best way I can.
Mm.
Um, you have groups like New Moon that I've worked with. Once with some on some headlining shows. That's like I headline some. I headline like I think maybe one show. There's this open mic thing called Perfect Noise.
Yeah. I've seen the
Yeah,
performance. Yeah.
yeah. But imagine an open mic and then you have somebody like Lucas Chuubs turning it into like a whole crazy. Like it's not even an open mic now. Now I got
Yeah. You're
dancers this side.
sitting in a position.
I got
You're there next to your
yeah.
man. Yeah.
I got dancers this side going crazy. I got a band outside this side going crazy. It's like it's bigger than just an open mic, and it's just me trying to show people like, hey, look, I'm not saying I'm bigger than this, but when you call me through, just expect a big performance.
Facts.
You
Facts.
get me? And there's there's another group called ATL. ATL is a group of three guys that are also part of New Moon. And I can't forget like say other girls like Lindela, my little homie Ella, Cass.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like there's a bunch of people that I work with. It's usually people that are just homies, you get
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
Or people that just have a liking to that have an interest in what I'm doing because I really do put in a lot of work with on the stuff that I do, and because I'm creative with it, because I'm smart with it, because I'm always pushing and consistent, people take a liking to that, and they usually just want to be involved, or you just make sure that it's worth that time. You feel me?
Okay.
And I want to take it to a place where I'm able to properly take care of all of them, so that when I call them through for shows, they know they get either getting paid, or someday traveling.
Facts. Facts.
Just being able to put people on really.
Yeah.
Mm.
Just you're just trying to show them that they don't have to minimize the vision of their group.
Yeah, never.
Yeah.
I've had model. Imagine I'll have dancers, I'll have models, I'll have a band, I'll have just so many different things happening. You get me? Within a performance, where it's like, oh, you have some people even just being extras as like actors within your performance, and you're like, okay. Like me personally, somebody had to imagine what a Lucas Chubbs, an ultimate Lucas Chubbs performance looks like. To me, it's like a mixture of Chris Brown with a Kendrick Lamar. You get me?
Okay.
Like that's something that I'm always looking forward to doing. Like I love, cause those are the people that, in terms of performances,
Mm.
those are one of my those two people are like some of my goats. You got your Kendrick Lamar, your Chris Brown, you got your Beyonce, you got your J. Cole's, people who are able to demand that attention because of that stage presence.
Yeah.
That even when they're just standing in front and just performing a rap song, people are able to just keep quiet and listen without doing too much. You get me? So for me, it's exactly that. And then you have Kendrick Lamar, somebody who can come on stage and just start doing performing, just doing crazy stuff. on some theatrical, artistic, poetic vibe. Think like somebody like Chris singing and dancing,
Yeah.
flipping. So I'm inspired by people like that. You know, your Beyonce's going crazy for a whole 2 hours, and then out here, you know, your ATIs. Uh, yeah, like that's pretty much it.
You're just letting your art breathe, man. Being able to express it in its best form is the best thing ever. I have to say I've been tuned into your song Boba. I don't know if it's Boba or Boba. The Boba video.
Booba.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that track is amazing, bro. I had to say that for the audience. I just had to say that. Make sure you check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did
Yeah.
mention you being a developing artist. That's a trait I believe all great artists do have. Um,
Mm.
so speaking on you being a developing artist, what kind of challenges have you come across in the industry, or should I say, what's the hardest part of being an artist?
For me, my biggest challenge is myself, really. You know, cause trying to be, trying to reach the levels that I'm trying to get to means I have to battle bad habits that I have, which is sometimes really hard. There's complacency once you feel like you've achieved something, because sometimes people we achieve one little goal and then we start to feel like we're on top of the world. But like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you have to think, just like, you know, like Kobe, like the job is never really done. So it's like, all right, cool,
Yeah.
we won this battle, but that doesn't mean we should chill forever or get complacent. And I think those just myself, really, my bad habits or complacency in terms of me as an artist, those are the biggest ones. And then in terms of things that are around me, it's just, you know, people, you'll deal with people are a big challenge, because you'll either meet people that are either gatekeepers or people that will hate on you for no reason, or people that even have a reason, you know, just trying to get in your way. uh I feel like it's just life. I feel like those are things that you encounter everywhere, but you get to beat that just by, again, having an understanding of self,
Mm.
making sure that you just find a way, you persevere, you just find a way to just keep going.
Yeah.
And if you really want to achieve your dreams, you just kind of have to try to be better than you were yesterday. You know, and I think another one was just sometimes I overwork myself a bit too hard, that I don't rest enough. You get me? That's something that I'm trying to learn right now. But yeah, sometimes I'll just be too locked in. But to be great, you gotta lock in. I wanna be the next biggest inspiration for a kid at some village in Botswana, from Salive Peakwe.
Mm.
You know, to just one day do a crazy show for the people in Peakwe, really. Uh, a crazy show for the people in Gaborone there by either the stadium, the National Stadium, or the BUB Sports Arena, and just do crazy things. You get me? Like turn it into a whole beautiful experience, really.
Yeah, that's true.
And yeah, that's those for me are the challenges. Because I feel like a lot of people would mention things like the government isn't helping with financial situations, but
Mm.
I feel like in any business, in any industry, that's just challenges we all
It's a part of
face.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, even if you're privileged, you're still gonna get deal with money situations. You get
Mm.
me? So you can't really let it stop you. But I'm not one of the privileged people. I'm really not.
I mean,
I have what I have. I've
yeah.
been blessed with what I've been blessed with, but it's hard, boy. It's hard. So, but I just keep on moving.
I mean, that's how it is, bro. I understand what you're saying. and where you're coming
Yeah.
from. Um, I mean, I have to touch on this before I say what I want to say. Um, there was a point where sorry for that. There was a point where I had like I said, I was always writing. Writing was the only form of not I shouldn't say art, but it was the only way I thought I knew how to express myself without
Mm.
having to take in whatever feedback reality was giving me. Whenever I was writing, I knew that was the truest form of myself, and nobody could tell me nothing about that, you know. So
Yeah.
when you do that, and then someone you trust, or someone who's in a different pedestal, if I have to say, gives you feedback, and that assurance that what you are doing right now and where you're starting, it's uh it's actually set for a trajectory that's way higher than you, than any limit that's been set. So I think it's don't belittle yourself at where you are, at the stage that you are at right now. I believe
Yeah.
that already you carry a lot of inspiration for a lot of people, and that's the kind
Mm.
of misconception that we have here, not only in Botswana, but I believe it's a global problem where um, we believe we can only have advice, certified advice from people who have achieved so much in the industry, whatever industry that may be, and that's the point where we give all these people their flowers late. And you have to realize that wherever you are in your journey, you had to overcome
Mm.
something, and you did, and that's why you are here right now. And being in that position, you already have something to share. You have already something to tell to an audience that hasn't went through that part, or hasn't overcome that fear, to tell them that, yo, I did go through that fear, and this is me. Is it that bad to go through that? So when they get to see that, and they get that assurance, it's kind of like it's fuel for it into a fire for anyone who gets to see that. And
Yeah.
I have to say, bro, but um, well, where you are right now, it's a blessing, bro. And I want to see a lot from you. That's for me, being as a fan. I want to see a lot from you, and well, how much you can accomplish in the industry. I mean, you already traveled the world and did a lot, and there can only be there can only be so much that you can do, to a point where, I mean, attention is something where you try to grasp, and you try to grasp by doing things that you wouldn't feel like, yeah, you don't belong to that space. But when you find your identity in a certain space, and you stick to it, and you just persevere through any obstacle that comes your way, it's always a blessing, bro. So I don't know. I want to understand your, or pick your brain into the life outside your music. When you're not making any music, you did say you're someone who likes to work a lot, and you're always working on your creative work. But when you're not doing that, what are you up to, bro? I mean, you have to do something. You have to have some hobbies. I mean, I believe those hobbies will definitely feed into uh, your creative work, and the end product which you produce. So it's always important to have something that kind of gives you that space to relax, and that space of leisure.
Uh, yeah, I'm a very simple brother, bro. Like when music has kind of turned into my whole life. I think that's one thing. Uh,
But don't you
that's
get
that's
burnout
that's
though?
no, not really. It's
Yeah.
Like okay, the one thing about me, I'm an all-round creative. Like everything about me is centered around creativity. Like I wear so many, I wear like 100,000 hats. You get me? So I'm a film director. I'm a director. I'm a photographer. I wish I wish I could. I think yeah, but my bad. I was getting a call.
It's okay.
Yeah, like if I'm not film directing, I'm not doing photography. I'm doing videography. If I'm not doing that, I'm dancing.
Mm.
If I'm not doing that, I'm a media student. I'm still in UB. I finish next year, 2027. Uh, yeah, but me personally, just my long time, I'm a very simple person, but like I'm really just a homebody. Really, I'm always either home if I'm not working, making music or doing some creative
Yeah.
stuff like that, or handling business. I'm really just home. I'm not really into doing too much. I'm somebody that loves chilling with friends.
Facts.
Very calm, chill friends. You get me? Uh, I like I walk a lot. Like I like taking walks heavy. If I'm not walking, I'm jogging. Those are the two things that I
Would
do.
you try a marathon if
And
you
that's
had to?
if I would I do a
Yeah.
marathon. I probably should. I probably would, cause
Bro, I want to so
I
bad.
think yeah, because I just don't. I think I don't want to say I don't like people. I just don't like being crowded places like that.
Facts. Yeah.
It's cool because I can run by myself. You can, I get it,
Yeah.
but sometimes I look at it and I'm like, it's cool, but I could hit a young 10 kilometers by myself. I do it here not every day. I've actually been taking more walks than I've been jogging
Yeah, that's a fact. Like the environment
this
kind of
past.
like changes the way that you move sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been so busy. I've been so busy that uh yeah, like I just running has just become started becoming like a bit of a chore, but literally I think starting tomorrow, Monday, that's when I'm trying to like get back into it. Even today I just took a walk. But I'm really trying to start July off of just like getting back into just jogging because the first 3, 4 months of the year I was only jogging every day, every morning and evening, and then maybe a bit of walking every now and then. But that's really just me. I'm watching a lot of anime. Watching It's kind of hard to watch movies these days, but
Because most of them suck.
sometimes
I don't know why.
yeah. But I'm always if I'm watching something, I'm watching anime
Yeah.
or some TV show. But TV show I have to hunt for a good show that I
Facts.
like.
Facts.
Uh, and I'm also not really tapped in, so I never really know where to start with TV shows.
Yeah.
If not that, I'm doing my poetry stuff because I still love poetry. That's something that I've managed to fall back in love with. Yeah, if not that, like I said, I'm with friends or family. But my family lives in Pique, so I also have another family here in the sense of chosen family. The people that I live with, I live the house that I live in is the place that I rent out with my friends.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I'm a
cool.
very simple person for real. Like it's like
Yeah.
if you had to compare me to an artist out there, I'd
Yeah.
say if I was a global artist, I'd want to live my life like J. Cole, but like I'd want to go do my superstar stuff out there and then just go back home to my beautiful wife and kids.
Mm.
That's the that's it really. Like I just want to be known for the music. I want to inspire. I do want to do more though. Like like I like being out there doing creative stuff. Like that's what gives me life. But when I'm not doing that stuff, I really just enjoy doing chill stuff, being with family, being by myself, watching your animes and whatnot,
Mm.
and getting inspired. Anime is very inspirational, bro. Like
Well, what kind are
I
you
love
into
sports
watching
anime.
right now? I
Uh,
mean, I watched. I finished leveling a long time ago. think that's the best album that's
Yeah,
come out for a long time, bro.
yeah. So Solo Leveling is dope, but I feel like this new gen anime is cool, but I feel like it's nothing compared to the old,
Yeah,
a bit like older stuff. You get me? Like I'm a
like
I
DBZ.
keep revisiting animes like like Naruto. Naruto is my all-time favorite anime.
Mm.
Uh, but
Have you watched Berserk?
because have I watched what?
Berserk.
But I haven't watched Berserk actually. That's the only. I think Berserk,
That's like old
and
time, like
I know
not
it.
like bad
Yeah.
graphics. Yeah,
Thing is, I haven't finished it. I've watched it, but I haven't finished it. It's like Berserk, Full Metal Alchemist. I haven't finished that too.
mm,
And there's another one. I think it's and JoJo. The the Bizarre Adventures of JoJo. I think I stopped after the fourth JoJo. I don't know if there's any more
yeah.
JoJos.
That's crazy because that's the thing about anime. There's a lot of anime out there, dog. There's a lot of worlds to
Yeah,
tap into.
but I do try to keep up.
Fact, yeah.
I think the one anime that I really loved recently was Free Ren. Free Ren is a beautiful anime.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I'm very. It's just there's so much to. I just can't name one. But there's a lot. I'm a big anime fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think right now the Avatar, like the live action of Avatar just came out. Season two. I'm trying to watch that soon.
Yeah, we tapped into that.
But mostly right now, I'm just tapped into the music. I've been chilling. I haven't made music in over a month, so I've just made two songs
Mm.
recently, and yeah, I'm busy writing. I think 5 p.m. 6 p.m. I'm gonna take a walk to work on another song, just and then come back and just try to record or something.
Yeah, in terms of like your writing, bro. I mean, for me,
Yeah.
like I said, I've been writing for a long time. I think I would say when I was like 14, 13, 14, I
Mm,
started writing, and then when I was 18, I should say, about to turn 19, that's when I
mm,
realized like what it is that I was actually doing. Because at first, actually, to tell the truth, I didn't know what it was. I was just doing it, and I wasn't even
mm,
recording to what I was writing. So
yeah.
it actually came to life when I went to school in Durban, and when you get to like experience different people in different spaces, there were a lot of artists there too. That we're kind of like just living in one big house, and this guy he was always there, was always recording his music, and I was at a point where I had never recorded my music. I would just write everything down, and it wasn't even to a beat. I would just write whatever I wanted to write down, So to him, I think when I saw that, that's when it started to that's when it started to click to me that I have to like kind of like build a structure for this, so know my voice, know the way that I want to like um, structure my lyrics and such and such. So yeah, I think that's the point that I am in right now. I'm still trying to find that voice. I'm still I know what I want to say in my music, which is basically what I've been going through with this platform, with everything in my life. Basically, like you say, I believe the best music you could have out there is music that speaks about your life, basically. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I've been in that space where I'm really trying to find that voice. I have about 15 songs that I've recorded, but
Mm,
12 that I've put out on SoundCloud, and was all done through my phone. But
yeah.
nonetheless, I like the fact that I could still listen to myself and say, you know what, I would actually like to fine tune this and make this better and this, that, and that. And yeah, man, like, how did you get to like um, be so assured in your voice, or still a challenge. I mean, all creatives and artists, whatever that you do, you're always still learning, no matter where you are in your
Yeah,
life space. Yeah.
I think that's the thing. It's a it's forever a challenge that one. It's like even when you believe in yourself and know that you're amazing, I feel like it also just kind of shows how passionate and serious you are about things. But you're forever learning. You're for because you're trying to get to a better version of yourself. You're always lacking, and I don't know. It's something that's just always gonna be there. It's just a matter of how you use that to your advantage. You get me?
Yeah.
Like with me right now, like I said, like bro, I'll go take a walk. Like right now, see, I don't know if it shows, but my this sweater that I'm wearing is a little bit dirty. It's like I was cleaning up the yard.
Fair, yeah.
Just before you called, I was like, you know what? Let me just hop on this call. But like I'm always just doing something. Even when I'm doing other things, I'm still thinking about how I can improve. Like when we're trying to clean the yard outside, we're still me and my homies, cause we live together and we're always just trying to find new ways of getting ourselves to the next stage. And while we were cleaning the yard, we were just talking about, oh, how can we make this opportunity for ourselves, or how can we do blah 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 blah? How can we do this event again than we did it better than we did the last time? Or I'm telling my homie this is where he's lacking, blah blah blah. You get me? It's like have a sense of self. Be cool with being corrected. Be open minded. Just keep good spaces around you. Keep good people around you. And I don't know everything. All these things, bro. Like it's the answers are literally within cliche sayings because a lot of this is repetition. You get me?
Yeah.
Like a lot of this is repetition. You just need to learn. There's patterns of things that happen. There's a reason why somebody will be your goat and then they'll fall off, or somebody was a king and then they messed up their started messing up their kingdom and then they ended up having nothing.
Mm.
I'm not sure if I'm even answering your question. It's just that I just feel like all those challenges are just they're just a thing to knock out and just get to the next thing.
Yeah, it's
Your
all about
approach
discernment.
and yeah, it all matters on your approach and your sense of you having a sense of self. It's like if you're saying I'm earnest and I'm really trying to get to this, and then you find out you don't have funding, find out that you get burnt out, you find out that you're not as good with that happening, and when you can't, you need to just give yourself time to work it out. Because for me, that's what's working so far.
Mm.
That and praying and actually just trying to work on what I can control. Really.
That's the thing with creating anything, basically. Like you say, you're always being a developing artist, being someone who just goes through that hardships, being able to understand that things that you can't control that are just way out of your control. And when I was doing, for example, when we wanted to link up in gaps through the founders meetup, and that couldn't work out. I just wanted to find other alternatives to push forward the platform. And
Mm,
one thing that I turned to was content, and there were obvious ways that I could create content for the platform, but they just didn't align with me. And this was something that I thought I could just do, even though I'm
yeah,
not an interviewer. But I feel like that's why there's the conversations at the end of it. I would rather sit and
yeah,
have a conversation with someone who is already doing something that's interesting in the industry, and we could just both pick our brains, have fun, whatnot, and give value to the audience also.
yeah. And I appreciate that, bro.
Nah, I appreciate you, bro, for being so open. This guy is an amazing guy. People, I have to say you that much. You've been
Yeah,
not only just joining the platform, being a part of of the platform, not to such a greater capacity because we're still building and we're still finding ourselves in the industry,
yeah,
but being foundation state of everything at all. It's a testament to the kind of person that you are, bro. And yeah, yeah. God bless you and everything that you're going to do in the future, bro.
Yeah, same to you, bro. I do hope we get to link in the future, and that yeah, we just keep going, bro.
Facts.
To me, it's very important. I wholeheartedly appreciate people who create platforms for other people. I also hope that I myself in the future get to create meaningful, significant like when I love like one word that I love saying using or just one word that I love is the word embrace. You get me?
Yeah.
Because it's when I started just making sure that I nurtured my talents. I just wanted to embrace who I am wholeheartedly, and when I started doing that, that just became one of my favorite words ever. Just embracing things, embracing the good, embracing the bad, embracing everything, and just making it, understanding it, and everything. And now these two words, impactful and significant, put together means so much to me because that's what I want to do now. Like, well, everything that I want to do, I want it to be impactful and significant and not just benefit me. I just know that I have to do things. I have to start with myself first, in the sense that
Mm.
I have to make sure that I'm good enough to point to other people's cups. You feel me? But by the time I do, I don't want it to just be like I don't want it to be one of those situations like to if I was to give an analogy, if I see a homeless person on the road and then I'm just like, hey, bro, here's $10. You get me? If I can actually change this person's life and sort them out or just do my best, really. You get me? I want to do that within the spaces that where I'm well versed. Or
Lucas, thank you so much for being part of the first episode of AVA Conversations. I generally, I genuinely appreciate your time and your openness. Hopefully, this conversation inspires someone wanting to create, keep going, and believe in their own journey. Um, yeah, man.
yeah, thank you so much, bro.
Cheers.
I appreciate it heavy.
Appreciate you. If you enjoy this conversation, make sure you subscribe, share this episode with another creative, follow Ava Lite as she continue documenting African creativity, one conversation at a time. I've been Ernest Machisenge. This has been Ava Conversations. Peace.